Easy guys, I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
Hey, what's up, VC and everybody out there in the YouTube world? And happy Record Store Day. It is the Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem. And yes, it is Record Store Day. And yes, I came away injury-free. That's right, no injury this go around. Record Store Day this year was definitely different for me than years past. Normally, especially in April, I kind of have a little bit of a thing that I normally do. I spend it with friends at a store. We camp out. We make it a party, grill out, TV. Normally there at least 24 hours beforehand. All that good stuff. Did not happen this year. I was flying solo. I was flying solo Black Friday, which is when, of course, I busted my head open. And flying solo in April this year. So wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but I knew that I needed to wait in line because of the fact that there was a title that I was worried about getting because it was very, very small numbers, and I knew a lot of the stores around were only getting like one copy, so definitely worried. So I had to figure out what I was going to do. Plus, Friday was my dad's birthday, and we were spending the day with him. We were eating dinner as a family, all that good stuff. So, had to maneuver how I was going to do things. Ended up going to Lunchbox, which I was debating that for about a week, whether or not I would go to Lunchbox or not. Just because Lunchbox draws such a huge crowd. Because I was going to be flying solo, I didn't know if I wanted to deal with that or not. But broke down, did it anyway. I went to Lunchbox a little after 10. Ended up being 9th in line, which was the furthest back I've ever been for Record Store Day. So that was that was interesting, but I mean, it worked out okay though. Met a really nice couple at Lunchbox. I'm blanking on their names right now. I do apologize if they end up seeing this video. But really nice couple. We talked about all kinds of things from music to sports to, they live in Matthews, so we talked about things going on in Matthews and all that kind of stuff. There was a little bit of an accident though. Somebody did not fall. Luckily enough though, it was not me. The Swifties were out, that is for sure. There was a huge line there at Lunchbox, which I knew was going to be the case. But that's not what you're here. You're not here for the jibber jabber and all that good stuff. You want to see what I picked up. So, again, 9th in line. They let about, 10, 15, maybe 20 people in the store at a time in Lunchbox, and it's kind of a free-for-all. They did have a little more spread out this go-around. So it wasn't as bad as years past, but this is what I got at Lunchbox. So here we go. Got a nice little tote bag, Audio-Technica tote bag. So, by the way, I haven't even opened these yet, so just keep that in mind. So first things first, this was basically the number one thing because I knew it was going to be very difficult. I wanted to get the Dada. I got Puzzle last year. Wanted to get this one. They had 5. Every other store had 1. So very happy to get it. So very, very cool. Yeah. And it was actually priced very, very well. It was under $50, which is very, very cool too. It says limited to 1,500 copies. I think that's funny because Joey even said on Chance Concert Buddies podcast that he thought it was 1,500, but he wasn't sure because one said I think 1,200. The website said 900, but it actually does say 1,500, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, this thing was priced really, really well. It was under $50, which I know online I saw it priced for as high as 60 at one time. So yeah, very happy to get that. Didn't see very many people talking about this, but I really liked this album when it came out. This is George Jones, Cold Hard Truth. It came out in 1999. It's never been on vinyl. This has the song Choices on it, which is really just a song about his life. It comes on this called a Possum Blue vinyl right here. Again, first time ever on vinyl. This was an exclusive as well. So very happy to get this one. Gotta love the possum. This one, oh my gosh, Misfits. First time ever on vinyl. Famous vinyl. Famous Monsters, another exclusive. The color on this one I know is gonna be sick. It's a green and purple, like swirl. This was post Danzig. Can't remember the guy's name who sings on this one. My wife could tell you. This came out in 99, I believe. But very excited to add this one. This was heavy on my want list as well. The Meteors. This is a very cool one as well. 2 LP. This is like a best of from 87 to 97, I think. Never been on vinyl. Actually, it says 81 to 87. I'm sorry. It's the very best of. These guys are awesome. They're from the UK. If you're not familiar, if you like rockabilly and if you like punk, these guys are psychobilly. Very along the lines of the Cramps, as you can kind of tell just by the cover as well. Just a very cool looking cover. But these guys are awesome. Very excited. I don't have any other stuff, and I figured this would be probably the best thing to get. So very excited to have this. The Meteors from Zorch with Love. Yeah, super cool. They also do a really cool cover of where's it at? Rawhide from the TV show Rawhide. But yeah, very cool psychobilly. Just yeah, right up my alley. I love that kind of stuff. This one, I blame Chance for, because I was not going to get it, but he talked about it, and then I did some research on it. This one is called Ike White, Changin' Times. Ike White has a very interesting story. There's a documentary out on his life, but basically this guy was sentenced to life in prison, and he was a musical prodigy, and he made this record while he was in prison. Producer Jerry Goldstein discovered him, I guess, and took the equipment into the prison in California. They made this record. This has, I guess, been made from the tapes. It's the 50th anniversary. Originals of this are super expensive and hard to find. Stevie Wonder was a big fan of this album. But yeah, this guy's got an interesting story. You should look it up. But it's a funk soul album. So yeah, very excited for that one. What else I got in here? Oh yes, I had to get this one. Tony Bennett Unplugged, the MTV Unplugged, first time ever on vinyl as well. I believe this was from 1994. I think it was. If you haven't listened to this is a great one as well. I love Tony Bennett, to be honest with you. But so many great songs are on this. Old standards, of course. Then, of course, I Left My Heart in San Francisco as well. He does a duet with Elvis Costello and Katie Lang on here, too. But yeah, this is just great stuff. Love me some Tony Bennett. Had to pick that one up. Had to pick up Van Halen. This is basically, this is Live Without a Net. 2 LP set. Been waiting for this for a while. So glad they finally decided to put this out on vinyl. I know that the recent box set had it on CD. I knew that this was going to end up being an RSD after that, and of course it was. So very excited for it. I've watched that Live Without a Net for so many years. One of my favorite concerts. So yeah. The Darkness, One Way Ticket to Birmingham. This was live at the NEC 2006. This was like right after their second album came out. So it's basically just their first 2 albums. I love The Darkness. And so to get a live album from them, very, very cool. Because I don't think they have very many live albums. The colored vinyl on this is actually pretty much this color, so it's pretty cool. Excuse me. But yeah, you're getting all the good stuff from their first 2 albums. It's a 2 LP set. So yeah, very excited to add this to the collection. Like I said, I love The Darkness. Their first 2 albums especially are fantastic. And then the last thing I picked up at Lunchbox was I had to pick up this bad boy. Freddie King, Feeling Alright, the complete 1975 Nancy Pull, and wherever this place is and this concert. I have been really heavy into Freddie King lately. Really the 3 Kings just in general. So very excited to get this. It's a 3 LP set. You got amazing stuff on here. Have You Ever Loved a Woman? Going Down, Stormy Monday Blues. Got My Mojo Working, Sweet Home Chicago, Feeling Alright. Come on. So you get the full concert here. It's on a 3 LP set. So yeah, very excited for this. This one was kind of a last minute thing too. So anyway, left there, and I knew I was going to go to Noble afterwards, because Noble, obviously, they have some RSD titles, but they also do. Dylan always has great records for a huge drop, and he was going to have a lot of great stuff that I was excited about. Now, sadly, some of my excitement was met with some disappointment, but that's just because he didn't drop certain things that I was hoping he would, and some of the quality and pricing wasn't what I was hoping on some of the other stuff. But I still picked up some good stuff, which I will show you. But I got there. Of course, he opens at 11. I got out of Lunchbox at like 8:30, so I had plenty of time. Met up with Dev there. Dev was first in line. He and his significant other, and then there was another gentleman from Belmont there. So I was third in line. So we hung out and we talked and all that stuff. And then finally got inside, had a plan to get the stuff that we wanted, and this is what I picked up. So when I was looking through everything, I realized that I forgot a record at Lunchbox, and I totally ticked off at myself for that. But I forgot to get the Brandy Carlisle record. Now, luckily enough, Dylan actually did have some RSD titles, and this was one of them. It's the only copy of the Brandy Carlisle record he had, so I picked that up. So, glad I picked that one up. Now, in his drop, he did have some Jesse Ed Davis stuff. Now, I have the first record, which he had that too. But he also had 2 of his other records, which I don't have. So I did pick up this Jesse Ed Davis Yulu, or Yululu, I don't know how you pronounce it. But this is his second record, I believe. I think it's his second record. Pretty sure. Anyway, so I picked this one up. Very excited about that. And then I also picked up his third record, Keep Me Coming, which is one you don't see very often either. Which honestly, I don't see Jesse Ed Davis records very often. I really don't. And these were in very good condition, super clean. So very happy about that. And then lastly, the last thing I picked up, which this I thought was really, really cool. I picked up Iron Maiden's Power Slave. An original copy, 1984, but it's also a gold stamp promo copy in the shrink with the order form and all that stuff. I mean, how cool is that? It's got all that stuff with it. Oops. So yeah, very, very neat. Very, very neat. So very cool to add this to the collection. You guys know I'm sucker for promos, and all that kind of stuff too, and stuff in the shrink. So yeah, picked up some awesome stuff today. Very, very exciting. I love, as you guys know, I am always a huge proponent of Record Store Day. I love supporting my locals. And hopefully you guys did too. Hopefully you guys had a blast. You got the records you wanted. I definitely got more than enough records than the records I wanted, but I had fun. Hung out with some awesome people, and got a lot of good music to listen to. So anyway, let me know what you guys picked up, if you guys had fun, all that good stuff. And until next time, keep on keeping on. Peace and love. Bye.